Here we go. Hi, Scott Whitley here, and welcome to this little bass lesson on how I get my tone for big country. It's a question that came up the other week. I posted a picture on Instagram of this beautiful Trace Elliott bass stack, and somebody said could I post a picture of my settings, so I thought I'll go one better and kind of talk through what I'm doing with the amp. So I'm just going to turn off any effects. And so yeah, I'm using a Trace Elliott head, and this goes a long way to helping getting that kind of tone that I get. You could use a whole bunch of amps, but let me talk through what I'm doing. So I'm going to switch all these buttons and things off. The first thing I do is make sure that I've got a good level going in here. So I'll kind of mute the output, play really loud, and kind of turn the gain up until it's just clipping. And I tend to back it off a little bit. So I've got it about 6 here. Okay, that's really boring. But anyway, here we go. So the bass I'm using is this is one of my signature model Chinese basses. But like obviously Tony used a P bass, and he used other basses as well, a Rick, and he used an Aria. So the important thing is to use the neck pickup most of the time, I would say. This is for what I'm doing anyway. And then this is a passive bass. I've got the tone maxed out up full, the volume up full, and that's kind of it. Okay. Now straight into the amp flat. This is the kind of sound that you get. You know, which it's a cool sound. Works great for fingers, you know, or you know. Got a really kind of middly tone about it, but to me, not the best kind of pick tone. Trace Elliott's have a great little. I don't usually use these things. Pre-shape button, okay, so I'm using the pre-shape, and what that does, listen to the difference there, right? It's without it. Pre-shape in. So it's a really great kind of scooped pick sound. What it's actually doing, it's dipping the frequencies about 400, and then it's boosting the lows, I think about 60 or 70 hertz, and then it's also boosting at about 2K. Like the high stuff as well, right? So that's essentially the tone right there. Now the thing is, a lot of the time I use active basses, and that'll sound really kind of fizzy and stuff, too trebly. And what I like to do is send a tone to the front of house that instantly sounds great, okay, out of the DI. So what I do, I then use the graphic equalizer, right? And what I do, all I'm doing is I'm kind of rolling off the highs, all right, which is basically taking away this kind of tweeter frequency. I run the tweeters wide open, by the way, okay? So listen to the difference there. So here you got kind of fizz off the strings. Send that in. Let me just bring that up a minute. You know, it just kind of softens the highs, really. Check it out. And then with it in. So it kind of sounds daft as it sounds, like a mic'd up cab. Are your arms all right there, Gordon? And then what I do is I just use so I'm basically, everything's flat except for this high end stuff, and then I'll just pull down this 20 hertz slider just a bit, which is like really subby stuff, just so that I'm not sending a load of nonsense kind of rumble to out front. And then the final little bit, I use the Trace's built-in dual band compressor. So I'll just engage that. And what that does is, that compresses the signal, so it kind of, you know, if I play too hard, it kind of, you know, it kind of evens the notes out. But because it's a dual band compressor, it splits it into high and low frequencies. Right, and what that means is that even if I say play a big low E, you know, and it has to kind of squash that note, it does the lows separately and the high, the kind of click from the pick, that still kind of belts through. So that's it. That's kind of what I'm doing with the tone, and then in a lot of songs I'll use a bit of chorus just for added Tony Butler 80s-ness. So that's it. See you in the next video. Cheers.